Hey everyone, this is London Bridge Bricks. In this review and speed build, I'll be taking a look at set number 60263, the Ocean Mini Submarine. Now this set depicts an oceanic submarine pilot exploring the deep depths of the ocean in his pod-like submarine, joined by a curious hammerhead shark. Now this set recently came out as part of this year's City Summer Wave, and it comes with 41 pieces, one minifigure, and retails here in the UK for £8.99 and the rest of Europe for $9.74. Price per piece count is pretty bad actually at 22p, but that does sound extremely high, but in reality it really isn't. So that's the brief. Let's go and take a closer look. Okay, so as always, let's start with the box then. So being a little box, of course, it only contains a whole 41 pieces, but the main piece, and this was the main draw for actually buying this set, is this guy here. Look at that, a proper hammerhead shark. And I've got to say, I got a shark recently when I built the Creator 3-in-1 set, but that was a buildable shark, but this is a kind of a proper Lego molded hammerhead shark, and I think he looks absolutely brilliant. Now, just like the Pirate set as well, the 3-in-1, I get a little treasure chest here full of a couple of gems there. I think that's a diamond, and that's probably some kind of Lego sapphire. But yeah, we've got a treasure chest here. We've got some Lego seaweed as well. It's, of course, is a 4+ set. It's a pretty basic set. Doesn't get more basic than this, but I like this build over here as well. Now, I don't think there's going to be too much going on there, but we've got this great looking kind of bubble canopy going on there. I think he looks pretty cool. And that figure, well, I think he looks brilliant actually. The pilot of the Ocean Submarine, I think he's brilliant. But another great thing about this particular set as well, amongst all the other stuff, is of course this is here. Look at that. It's supporting the National Geographic Explorers. So good stuff there, Lego. I'm liking it. Let's turn it around and let's just see what's going on the back of this then. So like I say, it's set 6063. There's our figure there. He's got a pretty cool red cap. I'm liking that. Oh, there's our pieces there. I wonder if we get any spares as well of those. They're always quite handy to have. Just another action shot there of the treasure chest, the shark from a different angle. He really does look good actually. And there's that mini submarine. I think it looks brilliant actually. And there we go. There's the learn to build there. But I think it looks great. I really do. For what it is, this was a really cheap set. But anyway, I think after looking at that, I think it's time to look inside the box. Okay, so let's look at my favourite part of this then. Here's a part of the shark, I suppose. There's some more pieces of him in there. It looks a bit gummy there without his hammer head section, but yeah, you can see there, it's going to be a pretty decent size piece. There's the canopy there. Look at that, that's pretty good actually. It didn't come scratched or anything like that, which is nice. It would have been nice if it had actually come in a bag just to protect it that little bit more. Here we go, kids go free to Legoland. Obviously Lego bought Merlin recently, and now Legoland is back being owned by Lego themselves. We've got the instructions here as well. There's not really ever going to be too much going on with those. Tells you how to build the minifigure, build the hammer, and build the rest of it. There's our usual parts list as well. That can't be too particularly long. No, it's not actually. Look, it's just those. That is tiny, isn't it? This is going to be fun to build. I don't think it's going to take me any time at all. I don't even think I'll do a speed build. I think I might just do this at normal, pure building, real-time pace. This is a bit of a big section. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something, I've got to be honest, I was expecting that to be made up maybe of about, I don't know, 8 pieces or so. But look at the size of it. It's huge. It's great though, isn't it, really? I mean, you think about what, I mean, I'm being very forward thinking now, and how I choose what I'm going to be building these days. And that's only really because I'm looking to build myself a city, which is of course going to be New London. And here's the pieces themselves. So yeah, there's all the pieces that we're going to get with this. There's the figure, there's the seaweed. I wonder if we're actually going to get any spares with this, but anyway, it's going to be interesting. So I think it's probably now best to crack on and assemble this set.
like two fires, movement so graceful. Wildcat in the jungle with dangerous claws. Movement she anticipates, a sight is set on her prey. Like stars in the darkest night, crystallized, fascinate. If you wanna stay alive, if you don't wanna be her prey, don't stand in her way. Run, run, run away. Crystallize, 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 watching her prey. Crystallize, 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 fascinate.
She anticipates, no chance if you become prey. Two stars in the darkest night, her crystallized fascinate. Her movements, she feels your heartbeat, an animal fear. Her beauty is unreal, just be feet out of here.
If you wanna stay alive, if you don't wanna be her prey, don't stand in her way. Run, run, run away. Crystallize, crystallize, crystallize.
So here we have it then, the mini submarine oceanic scene here with the weeds, the pod-like submarine as well, and you've got over here the cool looking hammerhead shark. But as always with these reviews, let's get kicking off with the minifigures themselves. So here he is then, the pilot for the mini submarine. I think straight off the bat, I think he's an okay figure. There's nothing too wrong with him or anything like that, and there's nothing in particularly that's standing out about him. But let's dive in and take a closer look. I think his cap's all right. That's quite trendy. I'm liking that. The red baseball cap. I think it looks all right. It's a fine looking Lego element for a cap there. That's all right. And then his face, well, he only comes with the one face. There's no alternative face on him there, as you can see. It's got kind of like a nice sort of smirky grin with a little orange indentation there for his chin there. So that's okay. That's good enough. That's fine for what it is. And then as you come down to his torso, well, that's kind of where it's all happening, isn't it? You've got this, you've got this woolly kind of dark red burgundy, almost, it kind of reminds me a little bit of what old sailors used to wear, or an old fisherman or something like that. And then of course over his woolly jumper, you've got this mostly indigo coloured overalls. But his print on the around the back looks absolutely fine. You've got the harness there, the blue kind of navy blue harness with the shimmering silver print there. I think that looks really nice, especially when the light just catches it there. But mainly, you've got most of the printing of the harnesses going on around the front there, of course, with the belt, the buckle, and all those buckles there on his braces and his harnesses round there at the front. I think it looks fine for what it is. And then of course his legs, well, there's no printing on the back at all. In fact, there's not even any printing on the sides of his legs or the sides of his torso. But we do get just a couple of extra pockets there on his legs. Let's put his cap back on him. Here he goes. Yeah, I think for what it is, yeah, I think he absolutely looks fine for what we need him for. But anyway, with that in mind, let's take a closer look at some of the accessories that came with this set. So don't forget to let me know in the comments below your thoughts on that minifigure pilot as well. So let's take a look at the rest of it, shall we? So my favourite accessory from this set has to be the shark himself. I mean, this is a very cool addition, and this is the main reason really that I got this set. It's because it comes with this cool looking shark, and I haven't got mini sharks or animals in fact at all in my Lego collection, so I thought this would be a nice sort of cheap way of getting one. So what do we get there with the shark? Well, no doubt it's a hammerhead shark. You know, it's pretty easy to tell that. Like I said before, it comes over in two sections. You've got the main body part there with the indistinguishable fin there for being a shark, and the tail and whatnot. And then of course you've got the main head, of course, being the hammerhead head piece himself. We've got this serrated edge going across there. We've got these printed eyeballs on there that kind of look cold and dark, like shark eyes generally do. And he even got like bundles of teeth as well, which obviously shark get as well. And you know, he's got quite a big mouth on him as well. But yeah, it's a proper moulded shark, and I didn't get that recently. When I got my Pirates Creators 3-in-1, instead of getting a proper shark, I actually got with it a buildable shark, which is fine, but I've got to say though, these do look slightly slicker. I think the buildable ones are cool, but I just think these ones are just, I don't know, they just look more like the real deal. But anyway, so that's my kind of my first hammerhead shark, and it's kicking off that collection of sharks in style. So next up then, and this is kind of relatable as well with the Pirate 3-in-1 creator set that I got, is you get this treasure chest as well. So I mean, straight away over here you've got these this kind of bendy seaweed element as well, and that's always going to be quite useful. And then you've got the treasure chest sections as well. That just comes in 2 pieces, and of course, being treasure chest, you get a little bit of treasure inside it as well there, with a couple of sapphires and a couple of diamonds, and all that along with the weeds there perched on this useful 4x4 beige plate as well. So they're the accessories. What about the main build itself then? Well, I absolutely love this. I think it's a really cool set, and I've got to be honest, it kind of reminds me from the classic sci-fi film from a 2001 A Space Odyssey, the space pods that you got with it. I just think it's an absolute almost carbon copy. Yeah, if it was in white, maybe it would look even more perfect. But you know, it's the beauty of this set, and it's meant to be an easy set to build. It's a 4+ set, so there's not going to be that many parts to it. So I think there are only 41 parts with this, but you've got some really good parts that come with it. One of the main ones being is this dome canopy piece. I mean, look at that, it's fantastic, isn't it? I'm going to be finding all sorts of uses for that, maybe a tank head on it or something like that. And these parts, even if you didn't keep this kind of this set together or anything like that, there's always going to be some useful parts to use for some customs or some mocks or something like that. But anyway, let's get hold of this pilot. One cool thing about him having a red cap, of course, is that it matches his red chair, and I think that looks pretty good. So there's his cockpit area, and I think that looks quite cool. That's kind of nice. It would be nice to have got some printed sections along here, or just down there, or some sort of control joystick or something like that that people, pilots generally use to control this kind of vehicle. So let's close him off then. So there we go there. Then round the back of it, you've got these rotors as well. I mean, they're quite useful pieces. And also as well, it's pretty cool. You know, it just helps it maneuver left and right. I mean, in real life, they're not really too much different to what this piece, this whole kind of pieces put together as set looks like. And of course, then we've got this, the main piece, the main body of it is actually just one big giant piece, and I kind of wondered to myself what we could use these for in the future. Maybe, I don't know, a section of a modular building or something like that, maybe a train station, or even something a little bit more fancy like a Star Wars UCS set or something like that. Just something that kind of bulks up. Or anyway, the clever designers at Lego will obviously let us know in due course, but I think this is pretty much an exclusive piece to this set, and it's quite a big piece, and that's why with these 4+ sets, you get such a kind of low piece count with them. So that's why it always looks pretty bad. But in reality, it's actually not that bad after all. And then, of course, kind of finishing it off, either side of it, you've got these robotic arms that, I've got to be honest, they're quite dexterous, to be honest. They're kind of fully hinged and finished off with these kind of clips at the end. It's kind of making up it to look like it's got like these the sort of grasping hands, of course, so it can find treasure chests and hopefully maneuver and open it up at the same time as well. But you know, I just kind of like it. It's just something quite nice about the shape. Yeah, it's a basic set, but that's exactly what it's meant to be. I mean, overall, for £9, it's a really cheap set that has 1 or 2 useful parts. It's got a pretty good minifigure. It's got a useful treasure chest. And a really nice new mould of a hammerhead shark. But you know, if you want to start collecting these new National Geographic Oceanic Lego city sets, then, well, this is the entry level one. But of course, there are some absolutely massive ones as well that are out there. There's this giant ship that I spoke about in one of my recent vlogs, and that kicks off at around, I think it was £125, and it's a stonking looking set that comes with a great white shark and a stingray. But this, at the other end of the spectrum, this is kind of like the starter pack of that new theme. And I think overall, for £9, I think it's pretty good value for money. Thank you as always for tuning in to London Bridge Bricks. I really appreciate you watching and feeding back your thoughts and comments below for this review. Please do let me know if there are any particular sets that you'd like to see me review here on the channel. And if you want to keep up to date on the LEGO news and the goings on at London Bridge Bricks, please do follow the channel on Twitter and Instagram. And of course, if you're new around here, why not hit that subscribe button and become a big part of the LBB family. I'll leave you now with some videos that I think you might like.